Hello and welcome to another episode of the Whiskey House Pub House. Today we got a special little treat. We're going to be doing some blind tasting. That's your impression you get? That's like your mood?
Yes.
His mood's always a little crazy.
All right, let's get into it. Roll the intro. Might have heard a different voice than usual. We have a guest on today, Henry. How's it going, Henry?
I'm doing well.
He's been on a few episodes before, I think. We've been on $30 Bourbon Challenge.
Yep.
And you might have, I think you made an appearance on the blend episode we did.
I did.
A tiebreaker.
Right.
So that was nice.
There was one more in there, too.
What was the other one?
I don't remember. I usually just appear when you guys are doing
Whenever
things.
you need it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So
That is true.
So the episode today that we're doing, I got some inspiration from a YouTube channel. Probably heard of them, called It's Bourbon Night.
One of the best YouTube channels out there.
Absolutely.
For bourbon.
There's a lot of solid ones, actually.
There is a lot of solid ones, but that is one of my go-tos.
Yeah. Yep. No, for sure. I was watching theirs. They were doing a live stream with ADHD Whiskey and... Oh, I forget the other channel's name. Drum and Mash, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
And the game they played was called What's in Your Glass. And that was pretty much as straightforward as you can get. What we're going to be doing is we're going to have 4 selections in front of us. You two have the same selection. I have one that Carter picked up for me that I do not know what I have. It is... blind. The purpose of this is going to be we're going to go through the 4 selections, and there's going to be a common theme, hopefully, throughout these. You're going to try to guess the common theme, and there's going to be bonus points for whoever can guess exactly what it is, but we're primarily looking for the theme because I know I'm not going to be able to pick out exact bottles.
Yeah, exact bottles would probably be a little tough, but I think the theme should be easy.
This easy. Yep. Just baby.
Easier.
Baby work.
Baby work.
Baby work. This is for children.
So just remember, listeners, that Henry and Carter have different whiskeys than I have. So you guys are going to have different notes, different tastes, different observations than what I have.
But we have the same.
But Carter and I have the same whiskey.
Correct.
Excuse me.
Before we get started, is there any comments?
Any comments? Well, I think based on knowing Dylan, these are going to be pretty tough. You're gonna kind of take us out in left field here and try to make us figure out something funky.
Might be left field.
Yeah,
might be tough. I'm not sure. Depends.
We'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this too. You know, it's only been a couple of years since I've been into the whole whiskey thing. Mm-hmm. You guys have taught me a lot. As far as different notes and different bourbons and whiskeys. So I think I've matured, and hopefully I'll be able to figure it out.
Cool. Well, I think it'll be fun. We'll start through these. I think we'll all start on one and kind of talk about it a little bit and shoot the breeze as we go through.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Number one is blue.
Okay.
We have to welcome back Whiskey Boy, too.
Oh, and Whiskey Boy is back with, he's
minus an appendix.
Lost some body parts.
Weak.
But it's good to have him back, and he'll probably be on future episodes again. All right, I'm going to grab my number one.
We're starting with blue.
And you can go and compare, these once we get through them.
I didn't want to nose them as they were being handed out.
All right.
So, kind of wanted to cheat, though. This smells like something I've had.
Right off the bat, he's thinking he's tried it before.
Well, I definitely do think that we've had this before.
Dylan has just too many bottles to narrow down exactly.
Well, so I know the bottles, but I don't know what the order you guys are getting them in.
That's a good point.
Mine definitely smells classic bourbon.
I don't know if this smells beamy or not.
As in Jim Beam?
Yeah.
I love this. This is gonna be awesome because you guys are saying notes, and I'm already thinking them, and we have completely different whiskeys,
Right.
which is hilarious. And now my subconscious is working against me to try to figure out this. I'm being influenced by someone that has a completely different whiskey.
This is high proof, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because I'm getting a lot of ethanol.
So Carter's already going into it. Remember, try to save some so you can go through again and compare them. Ooh. Oh.
That is definitely something I've had before. I can't put my finger on it.
This is interesting. My number one, it tastes youthful but high proof. I already have a guess.
Are we guessing right off the bat? Is that what our plan is?
If you choose to, I was not going to.
Well, guessing what? Guessing the commonality or guessing the bottle?
You guys can guess whatever you want off the bat. What you're primarily looking for, I would say first, look for the common theme. And then
we probably shouldn't guess right off the bat then.
No.
See, now to me on the taste, I get this is a Scotch. This is not a bourbon.
No, that's a bourbon.
interesting.
You think it's a bourbon?
That's 100% a bourbon.
But I'm getting smoky.
No. That's high proof bourbon.
Mine tastes like a very youthful Kentucky bourbon.
Unless.
That is higher proof.
Stop cheating.
Not cheating.
Get out of here, liquor boy.
He's saying it's more of a peat, and maybe that is.
Are you sipping along with them?
It doesn't smell like peat. Doesn't taste like peat. I've drank enough peat to know that it does not taste like that.
The moss. You've drank enough moss.
I've literally
vegetation?
put moss in my mouth.
Oh, I see.
It's delicious.
It's very good.
And if this is a smoky scotch, I would be surprised because he does not
I
like
dislike smoky scotches.
smoky scotch whatsoever.
It's a mild smoke, and I guess it could be a peat.
So you guys are saying Pete. Do you have any other?
I think it tastes like
Any
grapes.
It's
grapes?
oaky.
It is okay.
Definitely oaky.
Tastes like grapes. Tastes like it's been aged for a decent bit. It doesn't taste young. It's got a nice full
No, it
body
does
on
not
it.
taste young.
And
You're
it's
right.
like heavy, I guess not heavy oak, but like good oak flavor.
Yeah, I would say on mine, I get classic bourbon. This one tastes very youthful, and there's a lot of corn on it, and the alcohol is very prevalent. Like it is above. I would say it's above 55%. I already have a bottle in mine that fits the criteria, but I'm going to hold it until number 2 to see if it fits in the theme. I'm going to go on number 2, smelling it.
2 is green, right?
2 is green, yes.
Just want to make sure.
I'm getting
You
much
guys-
I'm getting much the same nose off of this one as I am off the first one.
You suck.
If you guys watched any of Matt Madness,
We watched a little bit when you were here last time.
we should train for Matt Madness.
We should train for Matt Madness,
That's my dream
absolutely.
is to be on Matt Madness episode.
Well, that'll be a future endeavor.
Oh, really? Are you suggesting something, Henry?
I might be.
You might be.
Maybe.
It's something with a video format. Possibly?
Video format, correct.
It smells like nail
Mine
polish
just
remover.
yeah, mine just smells like another bourbon, and I have said that before. Is like I have never claimed to be very
Not
good on the nose,
nose.
especially when it comes to American whiskeys. So, all right, I'm gonna go to the palate on
Yeah,
it.
this is just
Yeah, I'm getting
killing my nose.
I'm getting musty.
not musty, but I'm getting like high alcohol.
Definitely getting high alcohol. This is another high proof
High alcohol
whiskey.
smells like acetone.
Yes,
Smells like
acetone for sure.
Mine
I'm getting
tastes
no
like
grain notes.
okay. So you're implying it's just no grain notes? Are you saying like it's not youthful, or you're saying it's youthful?
No, I don't think it's youthful. I think I haven't tried it yet. but
Interesting.
Mine just tastes like classic Kentucky bourbon. This doesn't have the, any of the
Ooh.
youthfulness that the first one had.
It gives you a nice.
Henry did not like that second one.
No, he did not. That gives you a nice aftertaste, actually.
Does it?
It does linger. It's a nice lingerer.
Oh, shoot! I feel like I've had this before. I could like
All right.
picture it in my.
I think we should take a guess on the theme for number 2. At number 2, and then we'll see if our theme changes at all.
can like picture it in my brain.
Oh, you think you can picture the bottle?
I feel like I can,
Okay.
but
There's no. You think you would pick Jim Beam as the commonality?
No, I don't
No,
think
I
there's.
think it's not that simple.
I don't think it's.
This is interesting.
I don't think it's that simple.
I don't think it's necessarily that it's not that
Because
simple.
they both do have a Beam flavor.
I think that it's that he wouldn't do anything that simple.
I've had this.
My number 2 has the classic Kentucky bourbon note of a high alcohol bourbon, but the mouthfeel and it leaves you with a strange mouthfeel of like this very vanilla, artificial, and then the mouth is very it's very clingy, like a diet. It clings like a Diet Coke does.
Interesting.
As far as flavor.
On this one, I don't mind the finish, but that initial hit is just not good. Are you not? Did you like this?
It was okay.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're
That
saying.
initial flavor is almost like dirty dish rag. I don't think it's sour.
I wonder if my number 2 is like a Henry McKenna single barrel.
I can see that.
Or I remember you guys say that the not barrel whiskey. What am I thinking of? There's a 10-year and the regular bourbon bullet. It tastes like
Bullet.
This tastes like a single barrel bullet. Could be also.
This doesn't taste anything like the single bullet bourbon we have.
No,
Well,
well,
Because the one that we have...
Remember, you have a
different.
different
Well, of
whiskey
course,
than
it's
I
a
do.
single barrel, so of course it'd be different. Oh, you're talking about yours.
Yes, my
I'm
flight.
sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
This is where it's fun. It's
I don't think I can make a
I'm gonna go to 3.
good guess off of 2.
I don't think I can make a good guess off of 2 either.
You're out of a job, whiskey boy. Are you still on 2, Carter? Or are you on 3?
Oh, so
3.
now this one...
Okay, we're
Oh,
on. We're all on
wait
2.
a
This
minute.
this one's way lighter
Okay.
when you're looking at the color. It's much lighter than 1 or 2.
Oh yeah,
I get bubblegum.
bubblegum.
The first thing I smell is bubblegum.
I'm,
Why do I get bubblegum on mine now?
I'm
The
afraid
power of suggestion.
I didn't smell it, and then he said bubblegum, and then the first.
Well, maybe
note-
we should hold off until
this
everybody smells theirs.
old.
Yeah, maybe we should.
It smells
It does smell old.
old.
Why does mine?
But do you not get the bubblegum flavor? Does it smell?
No, I get just bad.
So the only
Just
bubblegum,
bad.
the only whiskeys I've gotten bubblegum on have been
wasn't
Buffalo Trace products.
one was Stag.
Yep,
I know
but-
that for
but
sure.
always Buffalo Trace. Products.
Always Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, well, and then also this goes partly because it is a Buffalo Trace in some regards. The John J. Bowman lines or whatever, those get sometimes.
I haven't had enough of those to know that. But I do
I've only
agree
had
with,
the port.
Yeah, we have that.
I love the port.
I have not. I think I tried it once.
It's good.
But I do agree with the Buffalo Trace. You do get
bubblegum,
bubblegum
yeah.
off of that.
I would say the John J. Bowman port finished one is, in my opinion, superior to any of the Angel's Envy port. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's more reasonably priced too. Harder to find, but I've never seen them. Their price jacked. Ooh, I just got a weird note of like
oh God, it smells like
dog doo doo.
just tastes like bad bananas.
Ooh, you're right.
Bad bananas and plastic.
This is young.
This thing hangs on. This thing hangs on the tongue. It's got an long lingering tongue effect.
Icky.
Icky.
I will say on the line that you guys are doing, there is one that I have tried and I wasn't the biggest fan of. But all the other ones I have thought of being pretty solid and near.
The first
My
two were
favorites.
good.
First two were good. The longer this one lingers, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Man, this one is like a young, corny banana, like a banana, like an Old Forester style.
Ooh, I don't even want to drink that again.
No, that's really bad.
But these all seem higher proof. Like
I would agree with ours too. I mean,
Yeah, mine all seem above 50, if not higher than 55.
higher than 50. Yeah. I would gather to say that first one was probably 110.
Now it tastes
The
like
second
bad
one-
shrimp.
He's right. It does.
Tastes
At
like
the end,
bad seafood.
completely.
Man.
It tastes like you just had some scallops.
So I've been able to kind of come up with a partial bottle guess for my first ones. This one, I'm having a harder time assigning bottle to. It could be actually. Wait, hang on.
Oof.
It doesn't taste like any of them that I've had, but I know some 1792 products have a banana note too.
That is true.
And it does seem like it. It doesn't seem like the foolproof of any foolproof that I've ever had, but it does seem like it's higher than the 50% bottle and bond.
Now, the palate cleanser doesn't even get rid of that flavor.
No.
Oof.
That's rough.
I'm undecided on this one, but I'm leaning towards an Old Forester or a. It could be a weird like Jack Daniel's Master Taster series that you guys did or something. But then
I think I know what number 3 is.
Yeah, but that one fit with the line so far because the line I'm getting so far is either like a Kentucky bourbon or just bourbon in general, and I don't think you would have put a Jack in there. Technically,
I honestly don't know what's in yours because Carter picked it.
Right, but it technically meets all the qualifications of bourbon, but
correct.
I don't think you guys would have put it in there.
Right,
that would have been a weird loop, like J Hook.
That third one, I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say that's a larceny.
No,
you don't think so?
On mine?
On mine,
that's a larceny.
Oh, on yours?
On number 3, I think that's a because larceny. As much as I love Heaven Hill products, larceny is one that I do not like, and that was I think the one you brought over was the B522.
I know he has one.
Is it the 22?
I think so.
That would have been from last year. No, I think mine's older.
No, yours was a 522.
I thought mine was a. I thought mine was from 19 or 20.
I don't. Well, maybe it is. I thought it was.
Is it B51? No, that's a
521.
I can't remember. I know I only got one. I only have one bottle, but
okay.
So this one's got a different nose.
All right, we're on 4.
4.
Okay, what is that?
Okay.
On the nose, this one actually has a youthful banana, which is something I haven't been able to pull like a definitive thing on the nose on the other ones. This one definitely has banana, the strongest of the others.
I don't get much more than ethanol. What are you getting on the nose?
Little grape, maybe a little bit of strawberry, but like not like actual strawberry.
Oh, strawberry.
Like artificial sunburst strawberry.
Right. It's more like a star.
Low.
It's like a starburst.
It's like a starburst.
This one's the lowest proof out of them. This one tastes like it could be like a Jack Daniel's bonded or something.
You suck because I can't tell.
This is not good.
What these are, because I got one thing completely different from the front. Now completely changed my mind on the back.
Well, so I think what we'll do is when you feel good about 4, we'll put it down for a second. I recommend getting some water, and then we're going to go back from 4 to 1 after 5 or so minutes.
Oh, jeez.
And then we'll make definitive guesses. But, man, I'm pretty sure, I mean, mine's all bourbon. I thought maybe it was like cask strength would have been like the common denominator, but 4 to me does not seem that high. Like it seems below the highest it could be is 50 is what it seems.
I would agree with our number 4 as well. It's lower proof than the rest.
Yeah, I can see that.
Number 4's got a terrible finish.
Man, what could that be? An Old Forester? You guys have any Old Forester like 100s or something?
Yes.
No.
We have 100.
Oh, I guess we do.
You didn't use that, I guess.
No.
But I don't know.
Is that number 4? Mine? Chocolatey? I don't know that I get chocolate.
I kind of do.
A little bit.
I was just so confused.
I get the strawberry in both the nose and the taste.
This one's low proof. It tastes. All right, I'm gonna set mine down.
I feel like I've had all of these at some point,
I've had 2 of them. That's about the best I can do.
which is annoying.
So just to go over what the category could be.
Tell me your
So it's either going
thoughts.
to, well, no, I'm talking about in general, what we all would have picked from. It's either a distillery, which would be all MGP product,
right.
all Heaven Hill product, all Jim Beam product. Could be a high rye.
Yep, it could. Well, there's a lot of things it could be. It could be all the denominator could be cask strength. It could be a mash bill. region, could be
region. I didn't think about that.
like a wood type even. Are they finished? Are they not?
Gotcha.
Is it an age? There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Right.
There's a lot.
So
Too many.
the point is not to be able to like, oh, if you can't get this, then shame on you. It's just like, yeah, it's fun.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Keep you on your toes. Carter, what are you thinking? You got a face of a man that's thinking.
That's a rare thing.
I know.
I'm very confused.
Why are you confused? What did you think these were?
I initially thought they were just bourbon. Now I think they're Scotch.
Now you think they're all Scotch.
There's no way they're all Scotches because first of all,
The last two were like definitive Scotch flavors. Is what it tasted like. Unless
I don't
you
think Dylan
somehow
owns enough of Speyside or not Speyside.
I think he does.
Highland or
My collection used to be more Scotch
Mostly
than bourbons,
Scotch.
and it's shifted.
because you know
now.
me, I won't. I will despise the smoky Scotches. That first one, I believe I said was a Scotch.
I don't know how that one did not taste like.
So let's do
Scotch.
this. I got an idea. I just came up with this. This could either ruin everything or it could make it really fun. Let's do like another 20 questions on the one when we start from 4 and go down to 1. Let's do 20 questions, but not actually 20 questions. Let's just do.
Maybe
You
two,
can
maybe
ask
two
a
each.
question to start off before we taste 4. If it's a yes, then I won't give you another answer. But if you keep getting it wrong, I'll allow you to make another guess for each subsequent glass.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So the three of us will each get one question, yes or no question. I think if it's going to ruin, well, if it ruins it, it's going to be close anyways. So, yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So you're saying before we taste?
Well, maybe not. I think you guys have the same flight, so maybe not both of you get.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair to you.
No.
Although you are the superior taster. Wow.
Not saying he's superior.
How about you guys? You guys can agree on the question,
Okay.
but you can only ask one.
All right.
So
I like it.
I'm gonna give it a little bit here before I taste anything.
This has to be Scotch.
All right, we're back on 4. They're sniffing.
So you really think this is a Scotch?
So remember, you can use your question before you try it.
But it's like light enough.
It's very light.
that it could
I'm getting like weird, like
sketchy.
sulfur and banana notes on the smell on this thing.
And we have to keep reminding everybody that you have a different flight. You're completely
I know,
different than we
yeah.
are.
Sulfur banana.
So the nose I'm getting on this number 4 is like banana and the faint whiff of a dog pooping.
Dog poop.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a great nose.
It's like it's not, you're not close to it, but it's faint and you get that whiffed every once in a while.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah. Oh man, that smells terrible. Here, give it to him. And, yep. Whiskey boy knows what I'm talking about. It's banana and dog poo poo.
Whiskey boy.
No.
Whiskey boy.
I get cherries. Oh, I do get the I
Dog
do get the
crap.
poop smell. You want to smell the poop?
Yeah. It's like banana
let me
and
smell
dog
the
poop.
poop.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's weird, isn't it?
We are being influenced a little bit by the smells of food coming from down upstairs.
I don't get it on anything
Ooh,
else.
It smells kind of funky. It does. It smells a little earthy, a little grassy, a little poo-poo-y.
Should we ask about if this is based off of mash bill?
Sure. I don't care.
Okay. Is this based off of a mash bill?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so that was your question. So you
That
don't
was
get
our
another
question.
one until 3.
Till number 3.
That's fine.
Well,
Let's see.
that takes out a lot.
Right. My question is, are these all Kentucky distilleries?
No.
My number 4 is not good.
So the Jack Daniels could be an option.
Could be. What is it? What is that flavor?
Number 4 tastes like a Bonda Jack Daniels.
Wait a minute. Chocolate.
All right, I'm on 3. I'm going to nose it. Oh, that's so much better.
You're getting chocolate.
It couldn't be. I own that. He doesn't own that.
What are you thinking? I'm getting some bubble gum on the nose of 3.
Oh my god, that tastes exactly like that, and I don't know why. Because I don't think you own a bottle of this.
What are you thinking?
I
Which are you on 4 or 3 still?
That was 4.
That was 4.
All of a sudden, I thought it tasted like J. Carver.
Interesting.
No, it tasted like a J. Carver.
Not the etiquette.
No, it tasted like the trifecta.
A trifecta.
Interesting.
Well, just because he doesn't own a bottle of it doesn't mean he couldn't have used ours.
I don't think he would,
That's
but
true.
he could have.
Could have. All right, so you guys remember?
This is the stinky poo poo one.
Well, that was his.
No, but this one tasted like trash.
Try your 4. We're gonna go to 3.
We're
nose
on
it.
3 right now.
Okay, so you get to nose it, and then before you taste it, ask a question.
Awful.
Smells like pool water.
Pool water smells better than this.
Yeah. What did I say? I think I said this was like an Old Forester before.
Are you on number 3? You on number 2?
I'm on
3.
I'm on 3.
Oh, you're going from...
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the opposite direction.
Now I'm wondering if this is a Buffalo product.
Oh, big buffalo boy. Bringing it back.
You come up with a question this time.
Are each of your choices over 100 proof?
Is that the question you want to ask?
Yeah, I like that question. That's fine.
So repeat it.
Are each of your choices over 100 proof?
Over 100 proof, no.
Okay.
No.
I thought.
Which would make sense because we didn't think the last one was over 100 proof.
That narrows that.
All right, my question. These aren't all from Kentucky. They don't all taste the same proof.
Oh, so bad.
Okay, here's my question. I don't know if this is right. If this is right, I got to rethink my guesses. But are these all bonded products, or dang it, I shouldn't have said. I should have said 100 proof or something.
Well, we haven't answered the question yet, so you can reword it.
Okay, are these at 100 proof?
No.
Is that the okay? No. I'm gonna taste 3.
Oh my god, that is horrible.
I don't know what this is, but I
I
think
should
it should
go
be.
with
This should be
I think this should
drain
be
dump.
pushed. Yeah, shoved down the drain. That's so bad.
I'm not a huge fan of these. I'm gonna be honest. Like, these all are young. Maybe that's probably my next question is if these are all under like a certain age. It's not bad. It's just not.
My goodness, that just literally leaves a seafood taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it's awful. That the initial hit's not great, but
Yeah.
the finish lingers too long and it tastes like bad shrimp and scallops.
Yeah, number 3 does not. It's overproofed to be Buffalo Trace Eagle Rare. It doesn't taste. 3 are all higher proof. 4 is not. I'm having a hard time.
Oddly enough, that's the way I feel about ours too. Because number 4 was not that high a proof.
This doesn't make sense. There's no common denominator.
Are you on 2?
It's like you go from a spicy bourbon to like something that tastes like booty and shrimp, and then it's just like, and then you get weird banana at the end, but then you also get like a nice like higher proof bourbon at the front.
Can I have a splash more too? Yeah, that's 2.
So, my number 2, I get beautiful oak. Beautiful oak bouquet.
Smells great.
It smells great, right?
The most prettiest thing you ever did see.
Mm-hmm. It actually smells like it smells like fresh oak
Okay.
that I'm putting on the fire. But I'm not getting much more. Will you give me just a splash more of that, please?
Smells like some moose soup. I was coming down for some moose soup.
I'm disappointed I'm not guessing the theme yet. I think we're both gonna have like when we figure out what it is in the reveal,
We're all gonna be like, oh, duh.
we're like, oh,
I'm actually kind of pleased with number 2.
I'll get black licorice now on the nose on my number 2. This
Did
was
you
the
taste
one
number
I
2 already?
thought was.
You didn't ask the question.
Oh, I don't
That's
remember
fine.
You had
already.
to ask the question before number 2.
Ew.
Well, I haven't tasted it yet.
So Henry gets to ask the question. He
Sure.
just- I don't. I mean, if you're still confused, yeah, you guys agree.
Oh, we're confused.
Mine
think
smells
we
like
gotta-
black
I
licorice.
think I got to ask if it's based on a distillery.
Okay.
Is it a distillery? Do all 4 of them have a distillery in common?
This could go either way. I'm going to say yes.
How could it go either way? Well,
I'm just going to say yes.
I guess I know how it could go either way.
There is a distillery in common.
MGB?
Yeah, could be.
I'm going to say there's a distillery in common.
All right, so we got to so we got to pick a distillery.
If it's sketch.
All right, I'm trying to think. Man, I'm trying to think of mine.
There is no way number 2 is a Scotch.
No, I'm.
Okay, my question. This will at least tell me if I'm right in one of these. Are these all? Wait, crap! I said that.
Oh, boop, boop, boop.
You can only ask one question.
I know. Did I ask the Kentucky thing?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I did.
you
Oh, yeah.
did.
So so one of them is not. So that one's probably the Jack Daniels. I was probably going to re-ask that question again, which is stupid. They're not all 100 proof.
The questions you've asked is they're not all 100 proof,
Yep.
In Kentucky.
and they're not all Kentucky.
It's like the theme square bottles or something, isn't it?
Bottle shape.
They're all the similar.
The
bottle
shape of the
shapes.
bottle.
Man, I mean, I'm sure they're all under. They have to be at least 4 years, but that doesn't.
Well,
seem,
if they're all, and neither of us have asked the question, if they're all bourbons or all scotches or all, I mean, those are really the categories,
but
though,
for
so
me,
you can't really ask that.
Well, I know one's not from one's. I mean, I don't know it's Jack Daniels, but it tastes a lot like Jack Daniels bonded, and they're not all from Kentucky. So either it could be from in Indiana or something,
Right.
but I'm assuming that's not the common denominator is not all bourbon for me.
I don't know. 'Cause I didn't pick them.
They're not 100 proof, so that's not the common. I don't know. My number one is not that to me. I'm almost certain the bottle guess could be like the full proof of the
1792
no
benchmark.
One seems like benchmark full proof to me.
Yours all seem very light to me, except for that one.
No, it's just
yeah,
But number 4 to me tastes like Jack Daniel's bonded.
right.
This one I had said tasted like it could be number 2. It could be like I think I said like 1792 or full proof or the Old Forester because of the banana line. But cast strength is not the. At least I don't think it's.
Did we ask proof question?
Yes.
I don't think.
Yes.
No. Did we? Oh yeah, you asked if it was all.
Yes, I
okay.
asked if it was under or
no,
over
over
100 proof.
And they're not, because I can tell you number 4 is not.
Shoot, are the
You haven't asked the number 2
is
question.
mine okay? This I got it. Are mine based off of price?
No.
I thought that might have been it.
That's a broad question.
No, not a.
Because I could have guessed because these all seem younger.
You think they're younger?
I'm thinking if they're like within a price category.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jack Daniels bonded, we got possibly benchmark full proof. That's like 20
Which is between
bucks,
3 and 4,
25
20,
bucks,
28.
28. Okay, so it could have been like the $30 range,
Yeah, under $30.
but if that's not it, they're
I
not, they're
think-
not $30. They're not 100 proof,
Right.
and they're not all from Kentucky.
Right. And I think our number 2 is actually a very good. I guess it could be I don't taste a Scotch in there. The number 2 to me is a bourbon, and it's a good bourbon. I love the finish. It's very oaky.
I might have just got. I don't know why I didn't pick it up before. They could be Rise. The licorice note I was getting. I don't. That should have been an indicator.
Mm-hmm.
This one actually, for the first time, tastes like licorice on the back end, like it's a rye.
Interesting.
That'll probably be my next question. So
We got another question.
What distillery is it from?
Yeah, I don't think that's a legal
Yes.
question.
Yes.
it is.
Remember, these are yes or no questions.
Last question. You get to guess one more time, but this is your last question.
I get heavy oak on this first one.
I think it's Stag.
Junior?
Mine's rye. I think that's what mine is now.
I think it's Stag Junior.
You think this is Stag Junior? Number 2 or 1?
1.
I'm not even going to give you this as like this counts as it. It's not. It is not Stag.
Darn.
That doesn't count towards your question because that's how far off you are.
Wow.
Well, then it's obviously not Buffalo Trace products.
I'm going to ask my question.
Okay.
Is my category rye?
No.
Now, keep in mind, he said ours is distillery related.
I have. Okay. I want to see. I'm just curious because I kind of. Are these all from Texas?
Yes.
I
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Is that our category?
That was my primary. Yeah.
Oh, so you guessed it. Good job.
I was like, if it's not Stag, it's Balcones.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not rye,
And I'm assuming one of these is from Crooked Barrel.
Crowded Barrel,
Yeah, that's what I meant. No offense, Crowded Barrel.
you would be correct.
One of those sloppy poncho.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, we'll go through the bottles after.
Man, so mine's not. Let's see.
Sloppy.
Did I already did my last question, didn't I?
No.
I got one more.
Yeah.
I think I got
What-
one.
what was
I
his other
haven't tasted
question?
one yet.
Oh well, didn't you ask if it was?
Oh, you
all
did
rye?
ask if it was
Oh, I
right.
did,
Yeah,
so I
that's
haven't-
correct. You did ask. Yeah, we already guessed ours, so you go ahead. You can have one more.
3 is bad.
I'm not even sure what question to be asking. Are these all cast strength?
No.
You already asked that.
Oh, did I? No, I said 100 proof.
Oh, you said 100 proof. You're right.
No, they're not.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what the common category is, but I'm gonna tell you what I think each glass is. I'm gonna say number 1 tastes like. It just might not be benchmark. I'm wondering if they're all weird, like
I have stumped the Dylan.
if they're all like Buffalo Trace. No, because they're not all from Kentucky. I don't know what the common. I don't know.
My sick little brain.
Make one final decision on what you think it is. Are these all ones you didn't like? Okay.
Are these all ones you didn't like?
Nope. There was actually a couple in there that I really enjoyed.
I'm gonna be honest. These were okay.
I could see that.
They all seemed like lower to mid tier bottles.
I'd agree with that.
I don't know what the link is.
Well, should we do this? Should we show you the bottles?
Let's reveal it by we'll do number 1 for each.
Yep, let's do it. And then hopefully by the time you see a couple of the bottles,
Yeah.
you'll be able to determine what the category is.
Yep. All right. Let's do
But
number
we've
1
already
for
guessed our
each.
category.
Yep. You guys
Texas.
got my
whiskey.
initial category. Yep.
Boink.
Good job.
All right, Whiskey Boy, bring bottles 1.
Which one did he make?
Of both.
Oh.
Oh, that was an old elk from you? Is that what he drank?
I didn't like this really.
That's funny.
Which old elk is that?
Oh, no way.
Are you gonna tell me these are all MGP?
No.
See, I knew I liked number 1.
That's not.
You're not drinking that.
Oh, good point. I'm drinking this.
You're getting.
I
I actually did enjoy. I enjoyed this though.
Let me see this.
What?
I enjoyed that bottle.
That's their number 4? Oh, okay.
What's number 4?
Can you give me a little bit of
This is the number
unopened
3.
one? Oh, that's 3.
This is the 3.
Oh, I think it was 3. That was the unopened one.
This.
I enjoyed this one. I thought this one was very good.
This is bomb.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it tastes like Stag.
You think it tastes like steak?
I legitimately think it
I'm looking
tastes
for the proof.
like
Well, can
Stag.
you read it off, Henry? Read off the full description of that thing.
Oh, 117. Wow.
So this is the Crowded Barrel Alliance release of the Texas Whiskey Festival Batch 3. It is one of 722 bottles,
Oh, wow.
half-size bottles. It is a collaboration between multiple distilleries. So that's why when you asked if they were all the same distillery or something,
Is it based on a distillery?
that's why I hesitated. Ultimately, I said yes because it is associated with one distillery, all of them.
So which one distillery is it then?
Crowded
Crowded
Barrel.
Barrel.
All 4 of these are
No.
These are an Alliance series that Crowded Barrel
Alliance series,
blends
got it.
and releases.
So they did it with another
So what
distillery.
they do it with what Balcones and
So they did it with
Treaty Hill.
Devil's River Distillery, Still Austin Whiskey Company,
Oh.
and I don't know what that one
The
is.
Hua.
Tahakakoro Distillery.
Interesting.
I don't know how. I'm not sure. 117 proof. So it's a proportion of all those distilleries donated whiskey
I got it.
towards this festival.
I will have to say that I don't think that's my number 2. I think is my favorite.
Yeah, I think that was the one I had unopened that I bought from Texas.
Number 2 is my favorite, but I thought that was very, very tasty.
I do get some Still Austin
Yeah.
vibe from it. Now that you mention that,
My number 1 was the Old Elk. It was a store pick of 7-8 liquor.
And you're not a fan?
Was not a fan, and I have said this before, non-blinded, that Old Elk is fine for me. I'm not.
So with we've really been developing a relationship with them over at 7/8 Liquor. Fantastic liquor store in Bloomington, Minnesota.
no, stop. That's the spot. Back off.
You thought this tasted like Stag?
No,
I thought it did.
So they based this
It's got
bottle.
green
They
notes.
based this is their barrel pick. He said that this was as close as they felt they could get to Antique 107. Now we can do that.
It tastes like corn. There's a lot of corn.
It does taste
on
like corn. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of corn in that.
But it's
This is
weeded.
weird. Well, but
I
corn is
know.
still
The
dominant.
corn's still in there. If it's a bourbon, corn still has to be 51%.
Yep.
107, right?
Yeah, we're recording now.
So
we're just talking about this Old Elk pick, the weeded MGP mash bill, the 7/8 pick.
I think that the thing to do is to, since they said that it's comparable to Antique 107,
Try 107.
try 107.
Oh. Man, my arm is being twisted, but I like it so much. We're gonna be running out of glasses.
But that was
Did
their
you
goal.
hear that?
That was their goal with this pick. Is that
Monster under this chair.
No, that was like a gargly in my throat.
Nice.
It was gross.
all right? Shall we move on to number 2?
I want to know what number 2 is. Do the brother.
And again, I think number 2 was my favorite out of the 4.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm excited. I have an idea what it could
It is
be.
another alliance.
Another
pick.
Alliance pick. Ooh, tumbling dice
Tumbling
for
dice.
Dylan.
Yeah.
And this is number 4, a Texas Whiskey Festival number 4 blend from Crowded Barrel.
Oh, that was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah, 4 was really good.
That one, yeah, it was very good, and it's 116 proof. And how many bottles? I'm turning my light on.
So mine, while he looks for that, mine is Tumble and Ice. It is a single barrel proof by Ace Spirits. This one I did enjoy. So I think my I guess that I had a thought while you were gone, Carter, and before the second bottle was released. And this confirms that the category that I must be doing is store picks.
Well, technically not. No. Not really.
It's not store picks?
No.
Oh man. So it's single barrel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's single barrel.
So it's single barrels. Okay.
All right. That was close.
It was close.
Yeah, let me see that.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. It's like, that could be fun.
Well, now that Tumbling Dice is a 6-year-old. And again, I think Tumbling Dice, is that not MGP?
It is.
It is.
So you've got 2 MGP juices right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, depending on the next 2 bottles, it probably could have been MGP
I think
category.
I thought that Tumble and Dice was a. No, I thought Old Elk was the Foolproof.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Texas Whiskey Festival batch 4. So this is a. Did you read the distiller?
I did not read the distillers, no.
So the distillery is involved in the Crowded Barrel Alliance series. Blend 4 of the Texas Whiskey Festival is the Dripping Springs Distillery, Shire Distillery, and Yellow Rose Distillery.
Interesting.
It is a blend made up of 3.5-year-old bourbon from St. Louis Distillery, 2-year-old bourbon from Shire, and 4-year-old bourbon from Yellow Rose.
Interesting.
So it is a bourbon.
Yes.
Okay. That by far was my favorite out of the bunch.
First 2, very good. I'm
Yes.
scared to see what the third
I
one
am
is
too.
because it was really bad.
It was really bad.
And I'm curious to see what you think because I'm wondering if it was opened or not.
I tried it.
You did try it.
I'm 90% sure I know what it is, and I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring 'em
Bring
out.
them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's another crowded barrel.
Oh, wow.
So we have another crowded barrel alliance.
That is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, and I got to say it was, they were really good. So it's 100. Oh, and it was hot. 126.6 proof.
Okay.
One of 900.
Oh, that's what I get. Yeah.
999. And the distillers. I don't know how you can read this, Dylan.
Let me see.
Yeah, you read the distillers. I can't
Just
see.
give it to me.
So mine's a Kirkland single barrel by Barton 1792. So
You did call it. You
I
did
get
call it.
kudos.
You said 1792.
Yep. It's and I did say foolproof. I'm like, this is a weird foolproof or
How?
something.
What is the proof on that?
60.
Oh, so it's
Foolproof is 125.
Right, but that's 120.
Yeah, it was 120. But I'm like, this. I did something like this is a weird foolproof. Or
These
something.
are actually
I
impossible.
actually
to
like
read.
that though.
It was pretty.
You
good.
didn't mind it.
This is the nose that got dog poop on it.
Yeah, it's true. That was 4. No, you're right. He's right. That's 4.
Sorry. Yeah.
What are the distilleries on there?
It's
You can't see
literally
anything.
impossible to read. They're so small.
We'll give it to Dylan since
Well,
he's
it's
got
more
good
so
eyes.
the brown font on the black background. You can't read it.
It is 50% Mileset and Sons, 30% Anchor Distilling, 20% Gulf Coast.
Oh,
rye,
interesting.
Which the Gulf Coast rye is the
Hey, Gulf Coast. That's where we get seafood from.
Gulf Coast is Sloppy Poncho.
So
Oh, is that sloppy poncho? Okay.
This is a blend of 50% Set and Sons malt. That's why it's weird. It's got malt funk.
That's why it's funky.
30% Acre Distilling malt and 20% Gulf Coast rye.
Interesting.
2 different kinds of malt, and then
It's got malt funk.
that's funky.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
But you know what? It doesn't have an age on it that I'm seeing.
Super funky.
So it's 4 years old. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it was.
I have
I mean,
2
I'm
bottles
okay.
of those.
I'm okay. You have
You
2
have
bottles
2
of that. Of
bottles?
course you do.
I love the other. I've loved the other ones. I'm like 3. Amazing.
Well, it's
4,
unfortunate that one was not as good. I mean, the other 2 I think were fantastic.
And I'm like, when 5 comes, I'm buying 2 of those because they've been all amazing.
And then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't.
Yeah, which is surprising because I can confidently say this is the only crowded barrel product that they've put on that I have been disappointed in. I'm not repulsed by it, but it's not.
I'm close.
It's not at their standards. I feel like
It's not my favorite.
I will say that is something to explore. It's not something you're gonna sit back and enjoy. It's like you want to try something weird and funky.
Yeah.
That's some funk.
Yeah, my single barrel Barton that was pretty good. I do think the Tumble and Dice was my favorite. So number 2.
Tumbling Dice, for being as young as it is, 6 years, is very, very
6
good.
years though.
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 years. That's true.
Honestly, that old elk. I don't even know how old that is.
It should say it.
But that one tastes
And then,
young.
no, it's more than 7. You don't think so?
That old elk to me tastes.
Yeah, it might not be age stated.
Oh, man.
No?
I love that Texas whiskey, that festival blend.
It's so good.
Yep.
Let's see number 4. Oh, you called it. You said it was a Jack.
It's a rye though. I did guess rye later, but
Oh,
except
that's another crowded barrel.
I guessed rye on the Tumble and Dice, didn't I?
Well, that's high rye.
Yeah.
That's a high rye mash bill.
Is that a
Actually, is Tumbling Dice even bourbon?
no?
No,
No,
that's a
Tumbling
rye.
Dice is rye.
No, it's bourbon Tumble and Dice.
Oh,
Oh,
my mistake.
ooh.
I did say I thought this was the bonded Jack.
You did.
This is 47%, but it's the rye. And honestly, I don't have a lot of experience.
It's almost impossible to tell the difference between that and normal Jack.
Yeah,
They taste the same.
yeah.
So our number 4 was Crowded Barrel Whiskey's Magnificent Beast.
This was actually pretty good. I did like this. I don't know.
You said it smelled like dog poop.
It did smell like dog poop.
Doggy poopy.
The taste was okay, but it
So
I
wait a
have
minute.
two of those.
Which one is? You said they were not all over 100 proof.
it's not. That one is 100 proof. It's a yes or no question.
So we should have rephrased the question: 100 proof or over.
I see. So
No, it's not. Are they over 100 proof? No.
Are
Are they 100 proof or over? Yes. Sadly, that was not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
No.
Well, it's malt whiskey, 3 years from Balcones.
See,
Which
it's the
The malt
that got
whiskey's
me.
good. I like
malt
that.
whiskey is really good from Balcones.
I do really like that.
That's not Balcones.
It is
The
so.
22
Carter will explain
The 22% light whiskey.
from MGP.
That is, I think, what kind of scares me. 15-year-old MGP.
Oh, 15. Wow.
And
Mixed
then
with-
2.8 malt whiskey, 2 years old from Real Spirits.
Yep.
Interesting.
I thought that was really good. It's one of the first of the Magnificent Beast series, and Daniel
Jack.
Whittington from Whiskey Tribe and Whiskey Vault blended it. So that's his first.
Oh, this is Dan's first.
Yep, had to get one. It was pretty fantastic.
Better than 3, like significantly.
Yeah, it was definitely better than 3.
I do like the
Which
Balcones
is
though.
you're referring to the Texas Whiskey.
Yeah,
Festival
so, I mean,
five. There's a
in-
lot of numbers going on.
My ranking was
Lot of numbers.
My ranking was B, A,
Oh, now we're
D.
going letters.
and C.
Yeah, I think my favorite was the Tumble and Dice, followed by the Kirkland Single Barrel, followed by Old Elk,
And then the Jack.
and then the Jack.
I would say it was the shoot. What are they called now? I forget. No, I know, but what's it actually called?
The Alliance Series
Yeah, so it'd be Alliance
4. Oh, which one?
3.
Oh, you thought that...
I would go 3, 4, Magnificent Beast, and then 5.
And then 5.
That's probably how I would go, actually, too.
Because 3 was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 and 4 are a toss-up for me, but I really did like 4.
I mean, this kind of explains, with the exception of 5, because 5 is the newest one I got, but I've never questioned anything that they've released. Like, I'm just like, yes, I will take that, because...
Well, everybody's entitled to,
Well, now
Right.
not everything
Yes.
that comes out is going to be magnificent.
No, and I guess, best whiskey to drink, like they say, is the whiskey you like, the way you
Right.
want to
Exactly.
drink it. So, it's,
Now it makes sense why I thought that 5 and Magnificent Beast were Scotch.
Because of the
Yeah, it
weeded?
kinda
Or
does,
the
yeah.
malted?
More
yeah,
so
I'm
because of the
surprised you
malt.
actually picked up on the malt.
It was heavy malt.
So you're telling me that I was picking up on malt and not peat or smoke?
No, it was none of that was
Well,
peat or smoke.
The smoke you could have been picking up was probably just the barrel influence.
Maybe.
Could have been like heavily charred Texas barrel
Or small barrels,
or small,
which is probably,
more likely.
yeah. Cool. Well, what do you guys think about this exercise?
That was fun.
Yeah, this is fun. This is, it goes to show that you don't have to have mainstream distilleries to have amazing whiskey.
Right.
This was a good showing. I really do think so.
No, I know. I'm just happy I guessed it because I knew Dylan was super into the Texas whiskey, and I was just like, I bet it's Texas whiskey if it's not Scotch.
Oh, yeah. I thought about doing like some more obscure ones. I'm like, yeah.
For a second there, I thought it was like that weird Waterford, the one with the glass
Irish whiskey.
cork.
Yeah.
That stuff is
Glass
actually
cork?
really good. Did you know that actually won an award last year?
No, which one?
The Waterford.
Or like what award?
I think it was like one of the best whiskeys of the year
Oh,
last
really?
year, or something like that. It was.
Yeah.
I was like looking up a list of something, and Waterford came up and on there, and I was like, really? Because we thought it was bad at first, and then it kind of opened up and it was a lot better.
We praised it when we did the review episode.
And it was really good that second time.
Yeah.
Like really good.
It was.
And the bottle is super cool.
Yep.
And it's like
The story behind it is really cool. The whole terroir, terroir, I think,
Terroir.
is, kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
John Barleycorn Award. So it I guess it won the John Barleycorn Award of
Wow.
2022.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting because we didn't think it was that great, and then it wound up like winning an award. And
Oh, it also won Best in Class alongside 5 medals for the single farm origin whiskeys at San Francisco World Spirits
interesting.
competition. That was
Cool.
actually 2021. It did that. So, yeah, interesting.
Cool. Yeah, I just
Um,
thought that was interesting.
Well, I this was super fun. I think even though you guys threw me a curveball in the real single,
I didn't think it was going to be that much of a
it's just like,
curveball, but I was like, that's why I was like, oh, I'm going to put a
Well,
couple.
see, the
I'm going to
issue-
put a couple of ryes in there, and then a wheated because it's going to be weird.
Well, the issue with that, and it is a curveball because normally you'd get some like ours. I mean, we knew it was kind of a distillery base, so it narrows it down. Yours, you could have single barrel from any distillery out there.
yeah, I don't want. Yeah. I'm not complaining.
No, I thought that was it's really fun. I think that there's other categories that we could pick that would make it even more complicated.
I would definitely. We're gonna have to do this more.
Yeah.
You could go way down the rabbit hole with this, and it like scares me how much you could go down it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Closing thoughts.
Keep doing what you're doing, Crowded Barrel.
Yeah, I gotta say, we've watched a lot of Whiskey Tribe, and that is the right YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
Whiskey
Vault.
Tribe, Whiskey
Tribe.
Vault, Whiskey Tribe.
Same thing.
I think they are doing an amazing job. The whiskey that's coming out of there is really good, and
Now you just got to get into the stores, but it's kind of hard for them. It's kind of small.
Yep.
they'll get there. They'll definitely get there. But again, like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be mainstream distilleries that are owned by big conglomerates to make really good whiskey or bourbon to be successral and to really put out a good product.
Right.
So it's good to see that these smaller distilleries are doing a great job.
All right. Well, that's going to do it on this episode of the Whiskey House Pub House. And join us next week. Goodbye.